Hello and welcome to Share Talk. Today I'm joined by Anthony Martin from Anthony Martin Asset Management. How are you today, Anthony?
Yeah, very well, Zach. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Could you tell us, firstly, to keep it simple, what is Anthony Martin Asset Management all about?
Anthony Martin Asset Management is a property investment company for high net worth individuals that we've created, and we've got investors that are partnered with us, and we develop land basically and build properties.
And it's been a tough year for most of us. Has it been a tough year for you?
It's been a harder year, yes. It's not been easy, but we've come out all right towards the end. To be fair, we've got an estate agency arm as well under Anthony Martin Estate Agents, and the stamp duty holidays helped. Well, they've increased it to 500,000, so that's been a big benefit for us, and we've seen numbers really rocket like in the latter part of the year. So no, we've been a good year.
Has it been one of those situations where people, let's say people looking, sort of the average person in the street, has actually sought the comfort of the property market and decided, well, if the prices are dipping or the situation's uncertain, I'll go into real estate because that, nothing's safer than houses, let's say.
Yeah, very true. We've seen people are confident with their money in property, as I am. I don't really do much with the shares, to be fair. My thing is property, and the reason being that is if you look at this market this year, for example, yeah, we've seen the share market bounce back this month with the vaccine news, but it is a bit of a roller coaster. And to be fair, the markets now since January they're probably still down overall, probably around 15%. And that's changing and fluctuating daily, but if you had your money in January, you're still down around 15%. So it's not really my thing with property. We've seen an increase of about 5% this year. So it's still been a good, secure. It's not get rich quick, but it's a get rich for sure. That's what it is. It's just a little bit slow and consistent.
And a lot of people in real estate, a lot of property developers, lots of estate agents around. What do you think gives you the edge over maybe the competition?
What gives us the edge would be that I'm in it daily myself, still, whereas a lot of the corporates and that, which there's not as much involvement. It's a bit. It doesn't flow very well. I don't think they've got their dynamics right. With us, we're a larger company, but we still try and keep it hands-on. Plus, we have a fintech company bolted onto the side of it as well. And we've got the asset management. So we encompass everything with sales, lettings, management, and developing.
Right. One of the highlights of the last year, apart from all the pandemic activity, has been the way that the people looking to buy property, the conditions and the qualifications seem to be getting harder and harder all the time. That is a barrier to entry. How do you make that process easier for would-be property buyers?
What we try and do is before we start showing them around properties, we want to make sure they can get their mortgage. The good thing with the fintech company that we're building now, which is EasyM, and the algorithms and that's in place to sort of make sure that we can get you your product that you need, i.e. your mortgage. And so that's the key for us. Whereas before it's quite a manual process, speaking to brokers, confirming funds. We're trying to simplify the whole process to speed it up. And then once we've got some financing secured for you, then we can start showing you some properties within your budget.
So you're basically a one-stop shop. You could just call up, call up, and go on your website, find the property, find the mortgage, and everything's done under one roof.
Correct. Yes, the EasyM will be launching early next year, the main website. So at the moment, it is still a manual process, but all our brokers are in place, and we can cater for everyone still. But we are switching over.
Right, and in terms of speaking of next year, do you see a slow return to normal? Is that your view?
I think, to be fair, we're probably in some form of normality with the property market now. Yeah, it slowed at the beginning of the year, around March and April, when it first kicked in, this lockdown. But then we were still selling houses and completing on property throughout that first lockdown. yes, it was slower, but we're now towards as we come through September, October, November, like we've seen some of our busiest months ever. So no, I can't. I think normality is there now, and I think we're going to probably benefit from this stamp duty holiday up till March, and who knows what the Chancellor will be bringing in once this comes to the end.
Well, I'm sure even he doesn't know what he's going to be bringing in the way things are looking. But on that note, Anthony Martin.
One thing, he's probably got to stop spending as much money, because we're all going to end up paying for that at some point.
Well, I mean, it's not his money, so I'm sure he's not too bothered about it. But Anthony Martin from Anthony Martin Asset Management, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Zach.